floating in the air tonight.
Ta-ra-ra-boom-dra, 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 ta-ra-ra-boom-dra.
Well, Gaston, you sound like you're in your bad mood.
Yes, damn it. Woke up this morning, good mood. Nothing I can do about it. Ta-ra-ra-boom-dra, ta-ra-ra-boom-dra. Damn, my memory. What's next lyric?
I don't know, but my guess is that it's Ta-ra-ra-boom-dee-ray.
Great song. Wonder who wrote it.
Two guys from Bombay. Ta-ra-ra-boom-dee-ray.
Have to.
Oh, ready? You haven't had a drink yet.
One day, you'll understand.
I'll be sitting there. I'm to meet a woman.
Shut your facial pipsqueak.
Hey, you don't even know him.
I have a feeling.
Still, you can't just insult someone right out of the blue.
But I'm French.
Do you have absinthe?
On absent, I'll never know.
I'm supposed to meet her at 6 o'clock at the Bar Rouge.
This isn't the Bar Rouge. It's the Lapin Agile.
No difference.
No difference?
You see, I'm a theorist, and the way I see it is that there's just as much chance of her wandering in here accidentally as there is of her wandering into the Bar Rouge on purpose. So where I wait for her is of no importance. It is of no importance where I tell her I will be, and the least of all, it's not important what time I am to meet her.
Unless
what?
Unless you really want to meet her.
I don't follow.
If you really want to meet her, then go to the Bar Rouge at the time you told her.
You're forgetting one thing.
What's that?
She thinks like I do.
Here's your vodka.
I asked for absinthe.
No difference.
I can describe the woman you're waiting for.
So can I.
Yes, you see, but I've never seen her. I can describe her looks, her face, her clothing.
Go ahead.
You see, but I need something.
Like what?
Well, women are my area of expertise, and like a paleontologist, I can reconstruct a creature with just one thumb. So, I need a hint.
How did you get to be such an expert?
By looking.
So you're an admirer of the feminine equation?
Yes, look but never touch. In that way, I glide among them, invisible. So, I need a hint.
Yes, a hint. She has long red hair.
One of those. Hard to control because she's so damn pert. She runs you, doesn't she? Her speech will be short, like her skirt. She'll sit over there, legs crossed, and control the room. She's controlling it now. Look at us talking about her while she has long red hair.
Sounds like you really know women.
Never met one, really.
Never met one.
Not in my new incarnation as an older man. You see, women respond differently to men of different ages. I'm only newly old. You see, just getting used to it, really. My name is Gaston.
My name is Albert Einstein.
You can't be. You just can't be.
Sorry, I'm not myself today. Better?
No, it's not what I mean. In order of appearance.
Come again?
In order of appearance, you're not third. Can I see your pen, Will?
Oh, absolutely. Am I going to get it back? Yes. Thank you very much.
See, it says so right here in casted order of appearance. 4. I knew it. I knew when he walked in.
And yet you said nothing?
Well, I couldn't put my finger on it, but now I can.
I take your point. Toilets?
You're at that door.
Thank you.
Sorry I'm late.
You're not late. You're third.
Where were you?
At home, darling.
Doing what?
Sitting in front of a mirror,
Why?
just looking, seeing what all the fuss is about. Besides, a mirror is like a mind. If you don't use it, loses its power to reflect.
Well, you should try to be on time, sweetheart.
Don't be so old-fashioned. These are the zeros.
This is the 4th day that you're late.
Are we going to fight? Let's not fight, Freddie. Let's be in love like yesterday. So tomorrow I can say, let's be in love like yesterday. Always. Always.
Okay, always.
I'll be sitting there. I'm here to meet someone. A woman. I'm to meet her at 6 o'clock at the Bar Rouge. Happy now?
Yes.
Bar Rouge. This is not
Don't ask.
Hey, Gaston. See any good ones today?
I saw a good one yesterday as the shops were closing. I tried to hold her in my mind, but she just faded away. All I can remember now is a white linen blouse with just a whisper of brazier underneath. It was like seeing a sweet custard food veiled in rain.
I've heard Picasso comes here. Does he?
Sometimes.
Tonight?
Maybe.
Oh.
Look away. You look away too. I guess you're okay. All right.
Damn. What's the matter?
Well, now I consider everything I'm wearing today to be lucky. Now whenever I go out, it's not the lucky hat, not the lucky vest, not the lucky shirt.
I'd like some wine.
Any special color?
Red, please.
Do you know Picasso?
Twice.
Is he expecting you?
I think he's expecting to see me.
Who is this Picasso?
He's a painter. He's a painter, or at least he says he's one. I have never seen his paintings, only what he says. That's about who they say.
Oh yes, he's a painter. I've seen them. He gave me a drawing.
What are they like?
Oh, they're strange, really. Not like that, I'll tell you.
Hey! There's nothing wrong with that. I got it from my grandma's house just after she died. Or, well, she was dying. Sheep in a meadow in the fog. Beautiful.
That's not what I see.
And what do you see, Einstein?
I prefer to take it further. Observe how the sheep are painted small, consumed by the weather and the terrain. So I see the power of the landscape over the small things. For me, it's the meaning that gives it its value.
Jesus Christ. Sheep, meadow, fog, period.
There's a problem.
What?
Well, seems to me if you judge it only by its meaning, then any bad painting is just as good as any good painting, if they have the same meaning.
But it's like women.
I'll look at wine. The purpose of the wine is to get me drunk. A bad wine will get me as drunk as a good wine. I would like a good wine, but since the results are the same, no matter which wine I drink. I like big bad wine price. Is that where you're headed, Einstein?
I really don't think he's that clever, Gaston.
Want to see the drawing he gave me?
I never thought the 20th century would be handed to me so casually, scratched out in pencil on a piece of paper. Tools thousands of years old, waiting for someone to move them in just this way. I'm lucky tonight. I was open to receive it. Another night, and I might have dismissed it with a joke or a cruel remark. Why didn't it happen before, by accident? Why didn't Raphael doodle this absent-mindedly?
What do you think of the drawing?
What could it matter?
Let me see it. Yeah.
Here.
I like it all right.
I don't get it.
I don't think it looks like me.
There you go. 4 more opinions. I wonder how many opinions the world can hold. 1 billion? 1 trillion? Well, we've just added 4. But look, the drawing stays the same.
Hey, look, what kind of person would I be if I didn't form an opinion? I see the drawing, I think about it, and I form an opinion. And then I see other people, and I express my opinion. And suddenly, I'm fascinated. And because I'm so fascinated, when other people see the drawing, they form opinions too. And now they're fascinated. Whereas before, I was in a room full of complete dumbbells. I am now in a room full of completely fascinating people with opinions.
My name's Suzanne.
And you're waiting for Picasso?
Right. Do you know him?
Oh yeah, I've heard of him. Big guy, plays ukulele.
No.
What's his first name?
Pablo?
No, different guy.
Oh, Gaston, lay off. So, how did you meet Picasso?
It was about 2 weeks ago. I was walking down the street one afternoon, and I went up the stairs into my flat, looked back, and he was there, framed in the doorway looking up at me. I couldn't see his face because the light came in from behind him and he was in shadow. And he said to me, "I am Picasso." And I said, "Well, so what?" And he said he wasn't sure yet, but he thinks that it means something in the future to be Picasso. He said that occasionally there is a Picasso and he just happens to be him. He said the 20th century has to start somewhere, so why not now? Then he said, "May I approach you?" And I said, "Okay." We walked up the stairs, picked up my wrist, turned it over, and scratched deeply onto the back of my hand. In a second, in red, the image of a dove appeared, and I thought, why is it that someone who likes me can hang around for months, and I even like him, but I'm not going to sleep with him, but someone else says the right thing, and I'm on my back, not knowing what hit me.
Yeah, why is that?
Huh?
Never mind.
See, men are always talking about their things, and it's not them.
What things?
The things between their legs.
Yes, Louis.
See, it's not them. It's someone else. And it's true. It's like some rudderless firework snaking across town. But women have things too. They just work differently. They work from up here. So when the guy comes onto me through here, he's practically there already done. So the next thing I know, he's inside the apartment, And I said, "What do you want?" And he said he wanted my hair, my neck, my knees, my feet. He wanted his eyes on my eyes, his chest on my chest. He wanted the notepaper on the table. He wanted the chairs in the room. He wanted the paint from the walls. He wanted to consume me until there was nothing left. He said he wanted deliverance and that I would be his savior. And he was speaking Spanish too, which didn't hurt, I'll tell you. Well, at that point, the word no became like a Polish village. Unpronounceable. I held out for seconds. Frankly, I didn't enjoy it that much because it was kind of quick.
He ran a sprint and not a marathon.
Is there any other way?
Huh?
Never mind.
So then, as I was there half dressed, he picked up a drinking glass, of which I have two, turned it over, and looked at me through the bottom. He kept pointing it at me and turning it in his hand like a kaleidoscope. And he said, "Even though you're refracted, you're still you." I didn't ask. Then he said he had somewhere to be, and I thought, sure. And he left.
You saw him again?
Oh yeah. That night he came back with this drawing, and he gave it to me, and we do it again. This time in French. And I enjoyed it this time for those who are keeping score. But then he got very distracted, and I said, "What's the matter?" And he said sometimes he starts thinking about things, and he can't stop. Wait, he said he doesn't think about it, he sees it. And I said, "Well, what is it?" And he said, "It can't be named." That's exactly what he said. It can't be named. Well, when you're with someone who's saying that they're seeing things that can't be named, you either want to run like hell or go with it. Well, I'm going with it. That's why I'm here tonight. He told me about this place. Said he might see me here one day. And that was 2 weeks ago.
Sex.
What?
Sorry, I was just thinking out loud.
Been a while.
About ping pongs. Interesting, really. I saw a cat in the street and I bent over to pet it, but it moved just out of my reach. It seemed friendly, just nervous. I followed it for blocks, just here, kitty, here, kitty. And when I realized it stopped to be a woman, I looked up and our eyes met. She was older, my age, but she was dazzling. Let's just say she had a nice mortal coil, and we made love in her place within the hour.
Did you ever make love to her again?
No, I didn't.
See, there you are. She was there. You were taken with each other. You men, why is once enough? Why didn't you make love to her again?
Well, I would have, but she died about an hour later.
Oh.
Yeah, we both wanted to do it again, but I told her I needed an hour to rejuvenate. So I sat in the street with the cat, and a while later, they were carrying her body on a stretcher.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I can't help but think that I killed her. Hoo-ha!
Hey, what did Picasso say about my place?
He said this is where artists come to talk about mana,
Festos? Manifestos?
Anybody want a coffee?
That's what I could go for.
Cream or black?
No, a manifesto. I could really go for a nice, juicy manifesto. It'd be nice to wake up and have a raison d'etre with your morning coffee. What you said? Have to be.
Did Picasso say he was working on a manifesto?
Oh no. He said he doesn't need one. He said if he ever thought of one, he'd have it depleted before he had it fully written down. One other thing. Just before he left, he went up to the window, reached his hand out on the sill, and like lightning, grabbed a pigeon. He held it in one hand, talked to it, soothed it, and the pigeon fell asleep. And he stuck his hand out the window, turned it upside down, and dropped it. And it fell just like that for 2 stories, straight down, like a stone. And just seconds before it hit the ground, the pigeon turned itself up and started flapping like mad. And it flew up, over us, over the buildings, and into the night. And Picasso turned to me and said, "That's like me." And he was gone. Can I have a refill?
Got it. Anyone else want a refill?
Anybody know what 62 francs 33 minus 37 francs 17 is?
Why don't you let me do that, Frank?
25 francs 16.
You sure?
25.16.
Or positive?
Positive, absolutely.
It's just that you came up with it awfully quick.
Look, if you want it to be different, there's nothing I can do about it.
I'll walk in tomorrow.
It'll be the same tomorrow.
Well, my accountant friend's coming in tomorrow. He'll check it. Teaches everything anyway.
You can have a math squad from the Vishnu Numerical Center for the Intellectually Profound come over, and it's still going to be 25 francs 16.
Alright.
Jeez, Freddie, take his word for it.
You professor?
No, I'm not.
What do you do?
By day, I work in the patent office.
What do you do there?
By day, I register notions. That's what they are, really. Notions, shortcuts, how to get something to do something quicker.
And what do you do at night?
At night, the stars come out.
The stars in the sky.
The stars in my head.
And after the stars in your head come out.
I write it down.
Uh-huh. You been published?
No, not yet.
Well, guess we're all writers, aren't we? You're a writer who hasn't been published yet, and I'm a writer who hasn't written anything.
And you're welcome here. We get a lot of artist types. Writers, poets, painters. What do you write about?
I can't even begin to explain.
Try. Simplify. Can you tell me what your book is about in one sentence?
It's about everything.
You mean like relationships between men and women?
Bigger.
You mean like life from birth to death?
Bigger.
Like the warring of nations and the movements of people?
Bigger.
I see, sort of like the Earth and its place in the solar system.
Keep going.
Okay, you're dealing with the universe and everything contained in it.
Why stop there?
Okay, how big is this book?
About 70 pages.
Huh. Not too long. That's good. Maybe I could get you in touch with some of our publisher friends. What's the title?
The Special Theory of Relativity.
Catchy.
I can't wait to not buy it.
Is it funny?
Well,
If it's funny, you can really sell a lot of books.
it's very funny.
It's very funny.
Well, actually, that depends on what you mean by funny.
Well, does it make you laugh?
No.
Chuckle?
No.
Smile?
I wish I could say
So
yes.
it's not funny.
No.
But you just said it was funny.
I was trying to sell more books.
Could it have illustrations?
Impossible.
Why not? It might look good. Give it some zip.
Illustrations are two-dimensional.
I get what you mean, but a good draftsman can give you very realistic three-dimensional drawings.
I need 4.
Einstein, I'm trying to help you here. You want your book to have impact, don't you?
Sure.
And if you want your book to have impact, you've got to have people read it, don't you?
Yes.
Okay. In your field, how many people do you figure have to read your book for it to have impact?
1.
No. In order for your book to have impact, you've got to have lots of people reading it. Every man in the street's got to have one.
No, only 1. Max.
Max?
Max Planck, a German physicist, very influential. If he reads it, he makes my reputation.
Well, you're lucky. If your market's only one person and you already know his name, then limit how much you're going to spend on advertising. How old are you?
I'm 25.
You don't look 25.
I discovered at an early age that I am the kind of person who will always look 86.
Hey, Einstein. Last week I bought 12 bottles of Chablis at 17 francs a bottle, but only 11 came. How much do I owe this guy?
Leave him alone.
187 francs.
See, as long as he's here, we might as well use him. I made a deal with Alphonse for a case of port at 26 francs each. He said if I bought 6 cases, he'd give me a discount. But he didn't know the year of the port. The port arrived when it was newer than 1900, giving me a 4% discount, keeping 3% on bottles before 1900 and 2% on bottles before 1895. When I got the cases, 2 cases had 9 bottles dated after 1900 and 15 bottles dated before 1895. 1 case had 18% of the bottles dated before 1900, and the rest were evenly split between before 1895 and after 1900. The rest of the 3 cases were after 1900, before 1900, and before 1895 respectively. How much the hell do I owe this guy?
Oh, good grief.
He's stumped!
Oh, sorry, I wasn't listening.
I made a deal with Alphonse for a case of port at 20.
Ha! Just kidding! Here's your answer. 2,245 francs 73, given that X and parenthesis Y is the mean price per bottle.
2,245, was that Y and parenthesis X?
Y and parenthesis X. Oh, that's funny! Oh, 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 I am parenthesis X!
What's the date today?
It's the 8th.
And the year?
You don't know the year?
I know the year, it's just that when you're writing dates down quickly, it's easy to write down the wrong year. Sometimes I look back at whatever and it's off by 10 or even 15 years. But now that I'm thinking about it, I know it's 1903.
04.
04. Okay, come on. The year just changed. It's only January.
October.
The date isn't important anyway.
Just put first decade of the 20th century.
Gosh, that's what it is, isn't it? First decade of the 20th century. I'm glad the 19th century is over. It was a bad century.
What's there not to like about a century?
Well, for one, the pollution. Soot, garbage, smoke.
Or shit.
You disagree?
No, I'm religious.
Oh, yeah. Or shit, noise.
This century will be better.
What do you see for the future?
Let me ask you, what do you see?
I'll answer. I think air travel will become common with hundreds of people being carried in giant airplanes. I think we'll see images sent through the air, and receivers will become so popular that mass states will diminish their potential. The city of Hiroshima will be completely modernized. There will be a brief craze for lawn flamingos. Cruelty will be perfected. And by the end of the century, smoking in restaurants will be banned.
That's absurd.
Music by 4 Lads from Liverpool.
Oh, brother.
All right.
Next.
Oh, well,
I think a yo-yo would be a wonderful thing to play with. And a terrible thing to be.
Here's mine. Led by Germany, this will be a century of peace. Clothes will be made out of wax. There will be a craze for automobiles. But it'll pass.
Thank God.
A carton of cigarettes will be a great Goodwill gift.
please.
And the Wright brothers will be long remembered for the invention and manufacture of a low-calorie fudge.
Anyway, tonight.
Not that
but juicy, a little beach steak. Give me one. Take a look. It says everything what Matisse wants to know. I bought 8 drawings and found a photo in there. The smaller it is, the harder it is to say, that's for sure. But this thing's got it all. It'll hold a wall. Stick it up. There. Look at it. Still works. Still holds that wall. Still working. Excuses. I lost it, but you see what I mean, right?
Not really.
Up to 10 feet away, the bars work through your teeth, and the bar takes over. One more thing.
Is it getting windy in here?
What makes it so great?
I'll show you kids the greatness. This is what makes it great.
The frame?
The boundaries, the edge. Otherwise, anything goes. You want to watch a soccer game when the players can run up in the stands with a ball and order a beer? No. The boundaries are what make it interesting. And in the right hands, this little space is as fertile as Eden.
That frame is about the size of my book.
Well, I hope you choose your words carefully. Ideas are like children. You must watch them, otherwise they might go wrong.
I know what he means.
I did that one to Napoleon Air. Ugh, how he scribbled and squirms. I'm gonna turn a nice profit on that. You watch.
Well, considering you got it for free, that might not be too difficult.
But you got it because you loved it. How can you sell it?
What do you do?
I'm a physicist.
Good. You must know how naive a question can sound. I'll tell you how it works. When I bought it, I identified it. I identified it as something worth having. I have named it a work of art. Once I've done that, I don't have to own it. It'll always be mine. And I guarantee you, Matisse is happy about it too. He wants his work out of Paris, out in the world. And I sold to America, I sold to Russia, and I sold to dealers in Paris who sell everywhere else. And the dealers like to buy from me, because frankly, they just don't get it. And they want me to discern the good ones from the bad ones.
How did you learn to tell the difference?
I wish I knew, but I can get 2 paintings that no one has ever seen before and tell you which one is for me and which one is for the people whose idea of art is something ugly, done by a relative. They come to the galleries with bags of money and say, show me what you've got, tastes no objects. Another.
Finally, a customer.
Fred, take out the book.
Come on.
No, take it out. Courbet. Courbet. Courbet.
Wait a minute. This is a book about Courbet.
Titian. Raphael. That's a hard one.
What's so tough about that one?
He's got a stump over the name. We artists are notorious for our sense of humor.
Alright, that's enough.
Who's this?
Was he here this evening?
Not yet.
Are you meeting here?
Don't know.
I can wait. A trifle hasty. Do you want to sell it?
Not for anything.
50 francs.
It's mine forever.
You need to sign it. It'll be worth more.
Hey, sit down. You're the experts. What do you see?
Oh, that? I see a 500-pound lemon.
What?
I know there are 2 types of paintings that people won't buy. One of them is Jesus, and the other is she. Love him as much as you want. No one really wants a picture of Jesus in the living room. You have friends over and you're having a couple of drinks. And there Jesus is over the sofa. Somehow it just doesn't work. You can't put it in the bedroom either. Obviously. I mean, you want Jesus watching over you for not being in the missionary position. You put him in the kitchen, but then that's sort of insulting to Jesus. Jesus, ham sandwich. Jesus, ham sandwich. I wouldn't like it neither heat. Can't sell mailing either, unless it's a messenger. Why a messenger would want to leave, I have the faintest idea. And I'll tell you what, if a naked man showed up to my door and I asked who it was, and they said they were a messenger, I would damn well check and see. And if they didn't have a pouch, I'm not answering the door. Sheep are the same. I just can't sell them.
Here's what I don't get. Not a month goes by, every night no different from another. People come in, people go out. So why is it all in a nutshell in one night?
Picasso's definitely coming in tonight.
I hope he comes in.
Me too. He owes me a bar bill.
I'd like to meet him.
Maybe I could get a painting out of him.
Well, we all have an interest in Picasso. Let's give a little toast to him.
I'll do it. To Picasso.
I've been thinking about sex all day. Can't get out of my mind.
I've been thinking about it for 62 years.
I did 16 drawings today. 2 in pencil, the rest in ink. What does that all women? What does that tell you? To me, it says that a painter has the obligation to stay sexually exhausted. Otherwise, the mind drifts off the easel, out the window, and across the street to the grocer's daughter. You were proposing a toast.
Oh yes, to Picasso.
Hey! To him! I mean, did you talk about anything else besides me? Did the weather come up?
It was mostly about you.
God, I feel good. How lucky for you to be talking about someone and then in they come. Anyways, how do I look? Be honest, that spot! Oh, we've got to do something about it. Come by my place tomorrow. I've got something to show you. Something's in the works. Something's afoot. The moment is coming. I can feel it.
Last month's work has been spectacular. I sat in front of the last piece I picked up from you and explained it to some friends for 2 hours.
Did they get it?
I don't know. They left after the first hour.
Oh, forget it. That was piss. Piss, I tell you. This is different already. There's nothing in my way anymore. If I can think it, I can draw it. It used to be that I would have an idea, and then a month later, I would draw it. The idea was a month ahead of execution. But now, the idea has only 5 minutes. One day, it will be simultaneous. Do you know what that's like? That feeling of clear, undiluted vision?
I have a vague idea.
Are you an artist?
No, I'm a scientist, but sometimes I feel like an artist.
Well, take that feeling and multiply it by 1,000. Then you'll know what it's like to be me. I don't believe you have pleasure.
Well, you have.
My name is Picasso.
How nice for you.
Look at it.
It's a dove. How much?
50 francs. That's a good price, isn't it?
Yeah, that's fair.
It's the price for fame, I guess.
How much for the drawing?
Whatever's fair.
Fair?
Very fair. And this one's signed.
Sign it. I would like another drink.
And I would like a motor car. Can I do that, Sego? Can I draw my way into a car? Can I draw anything I want? Can I draw a camera and then you sell it? And then suddenly I could have a camera? Could I get anything I want by just drawing it?
Candy.
Not yet.
I never will, and don't you forget it.
Anyways, if you need a camera, I've got one.
Good. Wait a minute. You have a camera?
Yes, I have a camera.
How did you get the camera?
I bought it.
Well, I have one question. If I can't afford a camera, how can you afford a camera? How much are you selling my paintings for?
Twice what I paid for them.
Oh, no! Twice! Oh, God. I'm so depressed.
Actually, that's not that bad. You should hear what I'm making on these drinks.
Oh, God, he's good. Oh, I hate him, I hate him, I hate him. I hate him, I hate him, I hate him. I hate him! No. Him. Just when you're in the swing of things, someone has to come along and ruin them for you. Oh, God, it's so new. I can't get mad at it. It's, this is not painting, it's alchemy at its core. It's sizzling hot. Take it from me, folks. The boy can paint. What's he like? Oh, please, what's he like?
What's he like? Well, he's earnest, talented, nice to be around, self-deprecating.
Good. Saves me the trouble. You see something. Here's the difference between you and me. When you look at this nasty old thing, all you see are some sheep in a landscape.
He's not the only one.
Right. He's not the only one. Enter me. I see differently. I see as an empty frame with something hideous inside, waiting to be filled up with something new. Advancing into the unknown, the undrawn. The new thing must be coaxed out of its cave, never wrestled with. Until finally, it's pinned up on the wall, like a hide. When I look at Goya, it's as if he's reaching his hand through the centuries to tap me on the shoulder. When I paint, I feel as though I am reaching my hand forward hundreds of years to touch someone too.
So it's like a relay.
I work the same way. I make beautiful things with a pencil.
You? You're a scientist. For me, the shortest distance between 2 points is not a straight line.
Likewise.
Let's see one of your creations then. Articles. You're coming in.
Done. It's perfect.
Thank you.
I'm talking about mine.
It's a formula.
So's yours.
Yours is lines.
Yours is letters.
My letters mean something.
So do mine.
Mine is beautiful.
Men have swooned on seeing that.
Mine touches the heart.
Mine touches the head.
Mine will change the future.
Oh, and mine won't.
When a man loves a woman, can't keep his mind on nothing else.
What the hell was that?
I don't know. It just came over me.
Where are you going? I'm gonna get my camera. A night like this must be preserved on film. And Picasso, do something like that. Oh, fine, Pastoral, will you?
The idea is coming.
I like it. Sounds good.
The idea is coming. The idea is coming.
Hey, Picasso. You're the least funny guy here. Tell me if you get this joke.
Hey, I'm funny.
Not in the way you think.
Oh.
Tell us all.
Okay. A man goes into a bakery, and he asks the baker, can you mail a pie? The baker says, yeah, I think you could. So the man says, well, could you bake me a pie in the shape of the letter E? The baker says, all right, come back tomorrow, I'll have it for you. So the man comes back the next day, and the baker shows him the pie. The man says, you idiot, that's a big E. I wanted a small E, a small E. So the baker says, no problem, come back tomorrow and I'll see what I can do. So the man comes back the next day, and the baker shows him the pie. The man says, perfect, it's perfect. Then the baker asks, where do you want me to send it? And the man says, I think I'll eat it here. I think I'll eat it here? Guys told me that at the end of the day. I didn't get it.
I think it's surreal.
That's probably why I didn't get it. I'm a symbolist.
And a good for nothing one at that.
Call me good for nothing symbolist?
What's symbolism?
So far, it's a fancy excuse for not doing the dishes.
Hey, that's not fair. Your post-romanticism has done us to a lot more hot water around here.
Ugh, my romanticism is not
It
post.
most certainly is.
Neo!
Post!
Neo!
Post!
Stop it! Both of you! My God! This is not some sleazy dive somewhere.
The reason the joke is funny is because of the perfect selection of the letter E. It couldn't be an A-shaped pie because A is functioning as both article and noun. Who needs it? It can't be a B-shaped pie because of the confusion of the letter B with the insect. And not a C-shaped pie either because you would have never known it was a capital C because C is the same in both uppercase and lowercase pi. I'll come back to D. An F-shaped pie is just plain not funny. An H-shaped pie would be unstable. Two vertical bars supported by a weaker crossing structure. An I-shaped pie is no good because of the dot problem. Do you connect the dot to the pie, in which case it's not an I, or do you keep it separate? Which raises the question, is it a dot, or is it a cupcake? A K-shaped pie has Kafka written all over it. An M-shaped pie doesn't work because of the MW dilemma. M to who? And need I mention sigma? An O-shaped pie doesn't work because a pie is O-shaped. A P-shaped pie doesn't work because the phrase P-shaped pie has this naughty calypso rhythm.
Excuse me, you aren't going to go through the entire alphabet, are you? Because I only have a few good years left.
Of course not. Some of them are so obvious they needn't be mentioned. Like Q, for example.
All right, what's the matter with Q?
Well, a Q is just an O with a comma through it, and a comma-shaped pie is just a croissant.
Thank you.
Hey, you said you'd come back to D.
No, I mean P.
Wait a minute. You said the joke was funny, but it wasn't funny.
Oh, yes, it was. I laughed.
No, you didn't.
Not now, no. I'll laugh later. An icebox laugh.
An icebox laugh?
Yes, you don't laugh now, but an hour later you're at home, standing in front of the icebox, and you laugh.
P-shaped pie.
See, he's just getting it now. Probably through a process of elimination.
So I might laugh at the joke later.
Right,
You mean like I'll owe to laugh?
exactly. See, you're laughing at it now.
No, I'm laughing at something else that happened a year ago. I remembered that it'll laugh.
Or maybe the thing that happened a year ago wasn't funny, and you're really laughing just now at the pie joke.
Well, that's a good theory, but there's a problem.
What?
The thing that happened a year ago is when the cat was running along the kitchen floor, and he tried to leave through the cat door, but it was locked. Now there's no way that wasn't funny.
How about you, my dear? What do you think?
I've had my example of a bad joke.
Oh, come on!
You're a cruel, womanizing bastard.
If you're trying to praise me, that's a poor choice of words.
You're ridiculous.
Hey, I meant everything I said that night. I just forgot who I said it to. Stranger things will happen in your young life. Believe me, worse things.
I believed you.
I believed it too. And now that I'm seeing you here tonight, my dear, I'm believing it all over again. I remember a blue-green bed with a rose-colored spread over it. On the wall, a tin half moon holding a candle. On your bedside table, there were 3 rings, side by side, with small turquoise stones. One was garnet. Next to them, a pale pink ribbon. I picked it up off the floor earlier that evening. I can't remember your name.
I never told it to you.
Ah, yes you did. I remember it now.
I never told you.
Yes you did, Suzanne.
Can't remember.
Your ear was inches from your mouth. You said your name to me, then spoke words, half whispered, passion obscuring their meaning. Do you remember?
Yes.
I did 3 pictures of you from memory.
You did?
Yes, but I can do better.
I'll be there later.
That's a coincidence. So will I.
I should get going. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, Al. When will you be there?
When the play's over.
The cat door was locked! Oh! Oh!
So, who there are two men. One Einstein, the other Picasso. Both nearly the same age who think that they're going to change the century. So let's go with them and say if they are. 1, 2. Who's the third? There's always a triptych. The Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost, the three graces, the Musketeers. How many? 3.
So who's the third point in the triangle, so to speak?
Maybe it's Matisse.
No! It can't be Matisse. If he wants, he can be fourth. But he can't be the third point in the triangle.
I hate to tell you this, but the idea of a triangle with 4 points will not fly. A triangle with 4 points is what Euclid rides into hell.
So who is the third?
Boy, are you lucky tonight. You were here at the moment and you heard it straight from the horse's mouth. I will be changing the century. The other bars know it, and you may as well too.
And what is your name?
Schmenden. Charles Daverneau Schmenden.
And how will you change the century?
With my invention.
And what is your invention?
An inflexible and very brittle building material.
Oh. What's it made from?
And I'll tell you what it's made from. Equal parts of asbestos, kitten paws, and radium. The only problem with it is that the building considerations only allow it to be used in Los Angeles, San Francisco, and the island of Krakatoa, east of Java. But still, that's a big market. So everyone, have a drink.
On you?
No. Just have a drink. And remember my name. Schmenden. You see, there's a distinction between talent and genius. Talent is the ability to say things well, but genius is the ability to, well, say things. Talent sells 1 million in a year, but genius sells 5,000 a year for 200 years. Can you compute that? I'm moving too fast for you. You have to work to have talent, but genius comes gift wrapped in a blue box from Tiffany's.
Picasso, Einstein, Schmenden. Somehow it doesn't have a ring to it.
Which one's Picasso? I've heard of you. Nice work. If you like blue! Come to think of it, it's about time we had another Spaniard. I mean, it's just been a long time since
Venice Cliff.
I'm
No!
You'd be interested in my process. Creation is easy. Just follow the path of least resistance. You're supposed to paint, but you feel like dancing. Dance! Supposed to write, but you feel like singing. Sing! And that's what I did. And just remember, the closest distance between 2 points is 1.5 feet. No pun intended.
No pun achieved.
I struggled to be a writer. Then my heart told me to build an inflexible and very brittle building material. By the way, it's called Schmendenite. And that's what I did. And that's how I know my place in history is secure. I follow my heart. Next bar, Schmenda, Schmenda, men. I just had another idea, a tall pointy cap for dunces.
What the hell was that?
Well, I admire his confidence, but nothing else.
Here's the way I look at it. We're not so much going to change the century as bend it. Let's say Picasso here is a genius. The century is just flying along in space, and it whizzes by Picasso here, and it picks up speed, and it flings itself off in a new direction, like a comet veering left of the sun. The century is just zigzagging along, bending and curving, influenced by the powerful gravity of people like Picasso. But the century itself, because we're in it, appears to be heading straight.
How can something be curved but appear to be straight? Come on, White.
Gee, I never thought of that. I guess you're right. How about the horizon, you nitwit?
Are you trying to get my goat?
No, I'm just trying to explain something. You'll be happy to know that not only is the horizon something that appears to be straight, but is actually curved, but so is space in general.
Horseshit.
Well, it just so happens that it is.
It's not.
Is too.
It's not.
Is too.
It's not.
Pose. Pose.
Mine is not a formula!
Is so.
It's not.
Is so.
Meow. Meow.
All right. Not only is space curved, but light has mass, and it bends when it passes by large masses like the sun at a finite speed, regardless of the motion of its source. Oh my God. I can't believe I just blurted out the ending of my book. What I just said is my business, and I hope it won't be leaving this room.
I'm glad you stopped me. I was just going to the phone.
Do you want to hear a woman's opinion on this?
There is no woman's opinion. This is science.
Are you suggesting women can't be scientists?
No, I'm saying there are no gender-related opinions on this matter. Madame Curie didn't say, I think I've discovered radium, I'd better check with a man. No man's opinion, no woman's opinion, it's sexless.
I know the feeling.
What I just said is the fundamental end-all, final, not subject to opinion, absolute truth. Depending on where you're standing.
Are you finished?
I am.
So much thinking.
You should try it sometime.
How do you draw something? It seems so impossible.
It's all in the wrist.
And I maintain that the wrist starts here.
I had an idea once.
Which century?
2 years ago. I have paint my shutters. I have picked a color. I thought, should it be a light color or should it be a dark color? For a while, forest blue seemed nice, but then I realized there's no such color as forest blue. I tried to flip a coin, but I lost a coin on the roof. Then I thought, what are shutters anyway, and what would their natural color be? Then I realized shutters don't occur in nature, so they don't have a natural color. I thought maybe just take off my shutters, or move to a land where there are no shutters, and frankly, suicide. But then there was a sale on green paint, and that was it.
My process is just like that. Only leave off the start, all the middle bits, and jump to the end. If I asked myself what color I wanted, I would just slow myself down.
I know what he means.
I see other painters struggling with it, killing themselves over it even, but I don't get their worry. I just put pencil to paper, and it comes out. Not the craft, mind you. That was difficult to get, but the ideas are a different one. The ideas swoop down on me. They fall like rain. They land and they crash.
They thunk, too.
Absolutely they thunk.
You too?
Yes, and pop.
Well, pop all the time, that goes without saying. They never seem to flow, though.
Never flow. Well, sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
Where do they come from, these ideas?
Before me, artists got their ideas from the past. But as of this moment, they're coming from the future. Fast and loose.
Absolutely from the future.
I think that in the moment of pencil to paper, the future is mapped out in the face of the person drawing. Imagine that the pencil is pushed hard enough that the lead goes through the paper and into another dimension.
Yes!
A sort of fourth dimension, if that's what you want to call it.
I can't believe you're saying this! A fourth dimension!
And that fourth dimension is the future!
Wrong.
The pencil pokes about anyways. You're just a scientist. All you want are theories.
Yes. And like you, the theories must be beautiful. You know why the sun doesn't revolve around the earth? Because the idea is not beautiful enough. If you're trying to prove that the sun revolves around the earth, in order to make the theory fit the facts, you have to have the planets moving backwards and the sun doing loop-the-loops. Too ugly. Way ugly.
So you're saying you bring a beautiful idea into being?
Yes. We create a system and see if the facts can fit it.
So you're not just describing the world as it is.
No, we are creating a new way of looking at the world.
So you're saying you dream the impossible and put it into effect?
Exactly. Myself, how can I meet a lot of girls? I know, I'll develop a unified field theory.
I'm not saying you're not sincere, but let's face it. You've got some splashy party talk, and you've the perfect and oldest pickup line. I'd like to draw you.
Oh, I mean, you do.
That's outrageous.
Maybe it's unconscious. I'm just saying that somewhere way back you realized you were maybe the handsomest things around and decided to go again.
Well, you see, I'm disgusted. Countess!
Albert!
Did you go to the Bar Rouge?
Of course not. That's where you sent me.
Oh, how stupid of me. Of course you'd come here.
Now, what was that you were saying about it being impossible to distinguish motion produced by an outside gravitational force?
God, she's sexy. It's impossible to distinguish, you know, two bodies unified in a field. Although we may never meet again, like the roots of the sequoia dragging deep in the earth, the ideas we have said here tonight shall lace themselves irrevocably through the century.
Tonight is the night. The whole world fell silent to listen to a conversation.
Oh, Lapin Agile.
Picasso. Einstein. Picasso. Einstein. My only regret is that we'll be in different volumes in the encyclopedia.
But there'll be no Schmendeman to come between us.
Ha ha!
Ha!
I envy him.
Why's that?
In science, there's no reason to ever get cynical.
Why would an artist ever need to be cynical?
I think it's called marketing.
I thought I'd run next door and catch Antoine before he leaves town without paying his bar tab. Now, I might be gone longer than you would think it would take me to run next door and catch Antoine before he leaves town without paying his bar tab. But in theater, it's okay.
Hey Gaston, don't you have to pee?
Not at all. Oh, there it is. Where do you find these drinks? Liquid?
Tasty. Quite tasty.
What was I? Dessert?
What do you mean?
I mean, how many meals have you had today?
Why be nasty? We're not so different.
Oh, yes, we slept together, but there is a difference. For me, you are the thing that never happened. You and Freddie exist in separate universes. What I do in one has nothing to do with the other.
How convenient.
So don't get me wrong. I'm not being nasty. I like you. It's just that I know about men like you.
Men like me? Where are there men like me?
Have a drink. You don't want me to go on.
No. Tell me about men like me.
A steady woman is important to you because then you know for sure you have someone to go home to in case you can't find someone else. You notice every woman, don't you?
Many.
I mean every woman. Waitresses, wives, weavers, ushers, actresses, laundresses. You notice them, don't you?
Yes.
And every time you see a woman, you think to yourself, I wonder what she would be like. You could be bouncing your baby on your knee. And if a woman walks by, you wonder what she would be like.
Go on.
You have two in one night when the lines work out, and you feel it's your right. The rules don't apply to you because the rules were made up by women, and they have to be if there's going to be any society at all. You cancel one when someone better comes along, and they find you funny, bohemian, irresistible. You like them young because you can bamboozle them. They think you're great. You want them when you want them, never when they want you. Afterwards, you can't wait to leave. Or, if you're unlucky enough to have her in your workplace, then you can't wait for her to leave. Because the truth is, we don't exist afterwards. All conversation becomes meaningless. Because it's not going to get you anywhere. Because it already got you there. You're unreachable. Your whole act is a camouflage. But you're lucky because you have true talent that you're too wise to abuse. And that will always be desirable. So, you wear one woman out, it'll be another who wants to taste it. Who wants to be next to someone like you. So you will never have to earn a woman. You will never appreciate one.
I appreciate them. I draw them, don't I?
Well, that's because we're so goddamn beautiful, isn't it?
Germany. Men want, and women are wanted. That's the way it is, and that's the way it will always be.
That may be true, but why be greedy? And by the way, I knew you were using me. I was using you back.
How?
Well, now I know what your painter is like. Tomorrow night, street paper, maybe, or a newsagent, maybe a bookseller. Street paper may not much to talk about to a girl like me, but I can write my romantic scenarios in my head and hold them down like a screen in front of me to project her fantasies onto. The same way you project your fantasies onto a piece of paper.
How does Freddie finish all of this? Why are you with him?
Because occasionally, he will say something so profound. I'm just glad to have been there. But really, what I wouldn't give for a country boy.
Well, I caught the son of a bitch in time.
Not funny.
I heard he comes here. Is that true? I mean, is that really true? Oh my god. Oh my god. You. May I approach? May I really approach? I can't believe it. What is it like in you? I mean, what is it really
Well, just another typical night.
Well, I learned something here and there.
What's that, Gaston?
You take a couple of geniuses and put them in a room together. Gee willikers.
Boy, you really know how to turn a phrase.
What I mean is, these guys are smart. That's what it must take to be a genius. Brains. An incredible amount of brains. Don't tell me you're a genius too.
Shucks.
Something to drink?
Sorry, man. I don't. Do you have a tomato juice? I'm just a country boy.
Sure we do. You want something in that?
Like what?
Well, like vodka.
You're kidding.
Oh, thanks.
By the way, watch the shoes.
What brings you here?
Well, I guess I like surprising people. You know? Popping up when you least expected. So I thought I'd do a little time travel. Try another time zone.
What's the vodka?
You seem like some pretty nice folks.
How dare you? This is Paris.
What do you mean, pretty nice folks?
Well, you know, friendly, good nature, accepting of strangers.
Well, how'd that change now?
Where I come from, that's what people are like.
Where are you from?
Memphis.
Memphis, Egypt?
No, sir. Memphis is in America.
I don't trust any country that doesn't eat frogs.
Apparently, the cat door was locked. Oh my God. We've ended up where we started from.
Not only is space curved, so is Paris.
Oh. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, yes, we will.
You and I think alike.
Watch the shoes.
What do you do?
Well, I guess I, sing songs about love.
If only I could sing songs about love.
I could sing songs about love. I'd remember lovers past and feel the lyrics with sunlight.
If I could sing songs about love, no more paints or brushes, just moonlight, the June light, and you.
In the summer evenings, I would stay along the stage and just sing, sing, sing.
People crowding in a smoky cabaret to hear the song stylings of Albert Einstein, appearing nightly with the Kentucky men.
See what I mean about you all being pretty nice folks? Just 6 cuddly little pussy kids.
Oh, stop.
Good, you're all still here.
That's the camera?
The latest.
You're making them so small these days.
Okay, everybody, group together over there.
I'd like to order 3 1x2s and a daguerreotype.
Everybody in a row, squeeze together.
I hate having my pictures taken.
You get in there too.
Don't mind if I do.
Who are you, by the way?
Well, I guess I'm a messenger.
On this day in 1904, the Lapin Agile was the site of this historic photo.
Did someone say historic photo? Can you still see the others?
Sure can.
Aww.
Okay, everybody. Smile. Hold it. You're not all smiling.
I'm a physicist.
Okay, how about this? We'll think of a word that naturally makes the face go to a smile, and then we'll all say it at the same time. What's the word? I got it. Matisse. Okay, everybody. Say Matisse.
Matisse.
Picasso, you're not smiling.
Well, I just can't. Not if we're gonna say Matisse.
How about Rubens?
Please. We're supposed to smile, not laugh.
What about Michelangelo Buonarroti?
We haven't got enough time for everyone to say Michelangelo Cannelloni.
El Greco! We can say El Greco!
El Greco doesn't make our mouths go in a smile, it makes them go in an O. We'll all look like fish.
El Greco!
El Greco. Greco.
What about cheese?
Cheese is good.
Chalk up another one for me.
Okay, everybody, say cheese.
Cheese!
Did the flash go off yet?
Yeah. Oh, well, bless my soul, what's wrong with me? Woo! That's some strong stuff. Boy, oh boy. What a weird painting.
Weird, it's just sheep.
Sheep. Looks like 5 women to me. You put me on? You see sheep.
I see sheep, she sees sheep, everyone here sees sheep except you.
Mercy. Looks like 5 weird women to me.
Where did you say you were from?
From the future.
And why are you here?
She has sent me with a message.
Who is she?
She is the one who whispers in your ear every time you touch the pencil to the paper.
And what is your message?
Are you open to receiving?
Yes.
You better stand back.
I could dream it forever and still not do it, but when the time comes for it to be done, God, I want to be ready for it. To be ready for the moment of convergence between the thing done and the doing of it. Between the thing to be made and its maker. At that moment, I'm speaking for everyone. I'm dreaming for the billions yet to come. I'm taking the part of us that cannot be understood by God and letting it bleed from the wrist onto the canvas. And it can only be made because I have felt these things. My love, my lust, my greed, my happiness. So this is what it's like.
What?
To be there. At the moment.
What woman?
The moment where I leave blue behind. I would like some wine.
Any special color?
Rosé. My name is Picasso. Are you an artist?
I had my moment.
What kind of moment?
I had my moment of perfection.
I know the feeling. I just had it over there.
It's a good feeling.
Yes, it is.
I think not many people have it.
No. No, they don't.
Hard to tell it's happening until it's over.
Don't tell anyone that. It's better to let them think you knew all along.
Yes, sir.
And don't let anyone in on the fact that we can't help it. We are like the chickens that cross the road. We just do it. And we don't know why.
Yes, sir.
And remember, in a sense, we are both exalted because we are originals.
Well, that's a pretty bold statement, Mr. Picasso, considering both took ideas from the art of the black man.
Whoa. Did you see that?
The roof is gone.
The stars have come out.
Millions and millions of stars.
You're way low.
It's night. I didn't know it was night. The time travel thing. I arrive, I don't know if it's lunch or dinner or what. Put on 18 pounds. Hoping to take it off on the way back.
I'm going to get a new suit. When I present my paper, I'd like to be wearing a new suit.
I wonder what I'll be wearing when I paint it.
I'd like something white. With a big bell. Did you see that?
Shooting star. They hit the atmosphere and burn light.
I'd like to leave a long trail. A long string of fire.
From horizon to horizon.
So bright that when you look away, you can still see it burning against your eyes.
I would like that. Our attention of vision.
I would like that too. Into my 80s. Retention of vision.
I would like that too. Although I'm not sure what you two are talking about.
I hope I don't die young.
Me too.
Are you dead?
Pretty much.
How is it?
I'd give it a 3.
All those stars. It's a miracle.
No, not a miracle. That's just the way it is. A miracle would be if, for example, the stars rearranged themselves and spelled out our names across the heavens.
Oh my God.
It's a miracle.
Just like Vegas.
Look, there's my name.
There's mine, spelled right too.
I don't see yours though.
Oh yeah, it's there. Right above both of yours. 3 times as big.
Oh yeah.
Get used to it, gentlemen. Because that's the way it works.
I want to have the time to make enough things.
I want to make Newton's apple leap back into the tree.
I want to come through the radio and break their hearts.
I want them to see 1,000 years of tenderness in a woman combing her hair.
I want an idea to take them at light speed to the edge of the universe.
I want them not to be lonesome tonight.
Hey, I think we should toast.
Got one?
Got a good one.
Sure.
I would like to toast the 20th century.
Why the 20th century?
Heck, I don't know why. Why? Because this century, the accomplishments of scientists and artists outshone the accomplishments of politicians and government.
We shall see.
You can take that to the bank.
I know what he means.
You always know what everyone means. So what exactly does he mean, Freddie?
Simple. He means that in the 20th century, no political movement will be as glorious as the movement of the line across paper, the note across the staff, or the idea across the line.
See what I mean?
I can do what I can. I'll start the toast. You're all pretty good rhymers. Pendulum swings to the left.
The pendulum swings to the right.
The past was tuned by horses.
The future is driven by light.
Here, here.
Coconuts!
The mistakes of the past are over.
The modern waits to be met.
The pelican is a funny.
Say goodbye to the age of indifference.
And say hello to the age of regret.
To the 20th century.
To the 20th century.
The 20th century!
Isn't it amazing how the play fit exactly between the time the lights came up and the lights went down?
What is one